Have you ever wondered what it would be like to travel to space? Or what types of missions do commercial spaceflight companies undertake? In this video, we'll be exploring the commercial spaceflight industry and some of the different companies and missions within it. So grab some popcorn and get ready as we uncover all this and much more. Commercial spaceflight companies are entities that provide spaceflight-related services to government and private sector clients. These companies typically design, develop, finance, and operate spacecraft and launch vehicles on behalf of their clients. There are a number of different commercial spaceflight companies in operation today, each with its own unique mission. Some of these companies focus on providing access to low Earth orbit (LEO) for satellite deployment and other space-based activities, while others are focused on developing reusable spacecraft that can ferry astronauts and payloads to and from the International Space Station (ISS). Still, others are working on developing next-generation propulsion systems that could one day take humans to Mars and beyond. No matter their specific focus, all commercial spaceflight companies are working to make space exploration more affordable and accessible for everyone. By doing so, they're helping to open up a whole new era of space exploration and discovery. There are a number of commercial spaceflight companies that are leading the way in terms of innovation and exploration. Some of these companies include SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic. Each of these companies has their own unique mission, and they're all working towards making space travel more accessible for everyone. SpaceX is perhaps the most well-known of the commercial spaceflight companies, and they're on a mission to make space travel more affordable for everyone. They've developed a number of groundbreaking technologies that are helping to make space travel more efficient and more cost-effective. They're also working towards making it possible for people to one day travel to Mars. Blue Origin is another leading commercial spaceflight company, and their mission is to make space travel more safe and reliable. They've developed a number of safety features that are helping to make space travel more safe for everyone involved. They're also working towards making space travel more accessible for people of all backgrounds and abilities. Virgin Galactic is a commercial spaceflight company that's working towards making space travel more sustainable. They're developing new technologies that will allow space travel to be powered by renewable energy sources. In recent years, commercial spaceflight companies have been undertaking an increasingly diverse range of missions. These include everything from supplying the International Space Station with cargo to launching satellites and conducting scientific research. One of the most high-profile missions undertaken by a commercial spaceflight company was SpaceX's Dragon 2 mission, which saw a spacecraft successfully dock with the International Space Station and deliver supplies to the astronauts on board. Other notable missions undertaken by commercial spaceflight companies include Blue Origin's suborbital flights, which are designed to test technology for future space tourism flights, and Virgin Galactic's supersonic test flights, which are aimed at developing a new form of commercial passenger travel. As the technology and capabilities of commercial spaceflight companies continue to evolve, it's likely that we'll see even more ambitious and exciting missions being undertaken in years to come. Smaller spacecraft companies also play an important role in the commercial spaceflight industry. These companies typically focus on specific aspects of spaceflight, such as propulsion or altitude control. This allows them to provide innovative solutions to the challenges faced by the larger commercial spaceflight companies. In addition, smaller companies are often able to offer their services at a lower cost than the larger companies. Some of the smaller commercial spaceflight companies include Sierra Nevada Corporation and Spin Launch. These companies are all working on a variety of different projects, ranging from developing new propulsion systems to launching small satellites into orbit. Sierra Nevada Corporation is perhaps best known for their work on the Dream Chaser, a reusable spaceplane that's being developed to transport cargo and astronauts to and from the International Space Station. Spin Launch is working on a unique launch system that uses centrifugal force to accelerate a payload to high speeds before it's released into orbit. Commercial spaceflight companies play an important role in the development and utilization of space. They're often able to provide innovative and cost-effective solutions to the problems that government agencies are not able to tackle. In addition, commercial spaceflight companies are also able to fill the gap between government-funded space programs and the public's access to space. One of the main reasons why there is a need for commercial spaceflight companies is because they're able to provide alternatives to government-run space programs. Government-run space programs are often very costly and time-consuming. they're often bogged down by bureaucracy. Commercial spaceflight companies are able to bypass all of these problems. Commercial spaceflight companies are changing the landscape of the aerospace industry by providing new opportunities for the private sector involvement in space exploration and development. These companies are often founded by individuals with experience in the aerospace industry who saw an opportunity to develop new technologies or services outside of the traditional government-run space programs. Commercial spaceflight companies typically focus on developing innovative technologies or providing services that can be used by government agencies or the private sector. Some commercial spaceflight companies are even working on developing their own launch vehicles and spacecraft to enable them to provide complete end-to-end solutions for their clients. This new wave of commercial spaceflight companies is providing a much-needed boost to the aerospace industry and is helping create new jobs and spur economic growth. Commercial spacecraft companies have had great success with their missions in recent years. One of the most successful is SpaceX. They've had many successful endeavors, but one of their biggest was in 2013 when they launched the Falcon 9 rocket. This was the first ever commercial spacecraft to reach geostationary orbit. They've also had many other successes, such as becoming the first commercial company to supply the International Space Station and launching the world's most powerful rocket, the Falcon Heavy. Other companies such as Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic are not far behind and have had great success in the commercial space industry. These companies are changing the way we view space travel and making it more accessible to everyone. Have you ever wondered why SpaceX is a game changer in the commercial spacecraft agencies? Well, for starters, SpaceX is the only company that has managed to successfully land and reuse an orbital-class rocket. This means that they're able to offer cheaper launch rates than any of their competitors. In addition, SpaceX also offers a variety of other services such as satellite deployment and resupply missions to the International Space Station. So not only is SpaceX changing the game in terms of cost, but they're also expanding the capabilities of what commercial spaceflight can achieve. When it comes to Mars, SpaceX will again be a game changer. They're planning to use their Dragon spacecraft as a Mars colonial transporter to take humans to the Red Planet within the next decade. There's no doubt that commercial spaceflight is the future of space exploration. With the privatization of space exploration, there are now many companies competing to provide affordable and reliable access to space. These companies are investing heavily in new technologies and capabilities to make spaceflight more accessible and affordable for everyone. The future of commercial spaceflight looks very bright, as the companies are working hard on new and innovative technologies to make spaceflight more accessible and affordable. We can expect to see many new capabilities and services from these companies in the coming years. Commercial spaceflight will open up a whole new frontier for exploration and allow us to access the universe like never before. Commercial spaceflight is the future of space exploration and is a huge step in humans becoming interplanetary beings. These companies are setting the platform for us to conquer space in the upcoming future, and we can expect to see many new capabilities and services from these companies in the coming years. Commercial spaceflight will open up a whole new frontier for exploration and allow us to access the universe like never before. Who knows, maybe one day, the human species will thrive in even the farthest edges of the universe. But it all starts with commercial spaceflight companies making space travel more accessible and affordable for everyone. Thanks for watching.